So, with me, when that happens to me, I have two mechanisms for that. It's either I'm like anxious about it and I drop hints to the other person about my disinterest. And then they start to pick up on that and shit just dies down by itself. Or I'll tell them straight up like, "Hey, this isn't like working out." The good old let them down nicely. I always break off a relationship if I don't see it working out. Well, not working out, but if I'm like if I have a good set amount of reasons for why I'm not interested in this relationship anymore, I'm gonna break it off. I need to stay captivated by someone. That's why she didn't work out with Sydney either. I don't even know what it was. Actually, I do know what it was. I thought she was cute as fuck. But nothing. I thought she was cute. She probably thought the same about me. We had our times. We fucked. We did a lot of fun shit. And then we both had enough. Like, we both got what we wanted, basically. And that was it. Like, that happens too. Which was perfectly fine, because that was the least stressful thing I've ever had to do. Jesus. English.
Even with the whole, oh, Karen, she come out, yeah.
Hmm?
Even with the whole, yeah, Karen found out, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's before I found out that bitch had a boyfriend, but... but then, of course, and I had like a whole deal kind of thing, where, like, we'd stay away from other people. Not stay away, but try not to get into other people. Yes. And then,
Didn't work out.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, I did the opposite, which is experience whatever, want to do whatever. Then if you're in the same, if you ever come back together, then we'll be together.
That's exactly what we said. Because it was that, we said that, like, whatever happens, happens, but there's still that chance of us getting back together. But then we were, like, pushing it to, like, yeah, but I'm not going to go looking for anyone. Like, shit like that.
And when they did, that's when they hurt. Because
exactly.
It's like,
because we were making each other empty-ass promises. That's literally exactly what it was.
Where if you learn to, like, never make those type of promises or just expect the worst, and then in the end, if it's not that, then it's like, oh, shit, well, okay.
And
or if shit did happen, then it's like, the present time, at the present moment, we're both free and we both want to be together.
Exactly. And look at me now. That's literally... I go into everything not expecting the worst, but I'm always prepared for the worst. Like, I don't expect anything from anyone anymore, which you could see as a bad thing, but I see it as strictly good and statistical, because I'm not gonna expect help from someone and then have it screw me over. Because that's actually happened with my family, with this whole North Carolina shit. Them niggas promised to pay for my school so many times. Every time I ended up paying for it. And now I'm in this spot where I'm over here scrounging for money and shit. Like, legitimately, I'm not even spending money. I don't buy myself food. All I do is get gas. And that's really it. I mean, yeah, I have some money for myself, but it's not that much. But I'm saving right now. Like, I have some money in my savings. That's why I was saying earlier, like, if I were to be on my own right now, I'd be good for a pretty decent amount of time. Like, I don't want to make that seem long. I don't mean like a month or anything, but I'd be good for a couple weeks. Yeah. No, not even a couple weeks. I think a month. A month is good. I can manage. But yeah, that's. I don't even remember what the OG topic was. Oh, with. But yeah, I learned not to expect shit from people. And I don't even hate her for it. Like, I was mad at the time, but who wouldn't be? But now I literally don't care. Like, she came back, and I even asked her if she wanted to hang out. Like, on some homie type shit. Because I was her friend before I was anything else. But niggas is weird, so that didn't happen. Which I'm perfectly fine with.
My main point is that, like, let's say you meet or find this one girl, two girls, three girls, doesn't matter. The point is you're connected, deeply connected with like one of them, but she happens to have this thing going on or she had that thing going on, and so it prevents you from wanting to be with her and like when you see yourself marrying her because of that one thing that happened. But it's like deep down you know that this is like your fucking soulmate, but it's like, nah, I can't do it anymore because it's one thing. But it's like, the fuck? And then you kind of close yourself off to even the possibility of it getting to that point because of something that this happened. And you're not willing to either help her go from it, help yourself go from it, you know, basically do the hard work into developing the type of change or relationship that is needed in order for that shit to work. And that goes on both parts, not just expecting her to be like, oh, she'd go over it, but it's like, nah, why don't you do the, I'm not saying you specifically, but like people, like why don't people specifically do the work required to like be able to deal with this going on or be able to handle that or know effective ways and strategies to handle something, and both of you know, or something like that. So if you say you feel deeply connected to this girl that you feel like you could marry but you can't because she's not logical. Well, if she's not logical, then why don't you make the adaptation on your part and using your logic to be like, okay, so since I know she's going to be emotional and there's nothing I can do about that because that's in her nature as a woman or whatever, maybe sexist, but still, that's in her nature to be emotional. Why don't you prepare and then expect her to be emotional so you're like ready for it, you're expected, this is all normal shit to you. It's like, it's just passive for you at this point to deal with her emotions to handle it in the proper way.
Well, that's the thing about emotional people. They're very unpredictable. Like, you can be prepared for.
No, you even prepare for the unpredictability. So it's like whatever shit that happens, you're just like, oh, okay.
But whether you're prepared for it or not, that unpredictability, whatever it is still gonna do whatever it does. Like, you can be prepared for her to destroy all your shit, and she does it. You're prepared for it, but she still did it. And the fact that you have to even have that be a concern, that, damn, I hope she doesn't go and fuck my shit up. I don't think anyone should have to have that as a problem. Because let's be real, there are real problems out there. And for me to allow myself to add another problem that I don't need would just not be beneficial to my survival. Like you said, you can be prepared. You can do whatever you want afterwards. But whatever they did is still gonna be there. They could destroy your TV or crash your car or hire some niggas to come beat your ass or steal all your shit. No amount of preparation is gonna keep you from feeling the consequences of whatever they do. So, like, there's no point in being prepared for it. The preparation isn't going to fix anything.
Or at least the preparation for how you're going to feel and how it's going to affect you in ways that you can do to keep yourself healthy.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean, as opposed to, like, preparing.
But is the growth worth the loss?
What loss?
The loss of your peace. not peace, but like,
But like, even if you do lose peace, you'll still get it back, and you'll probably even grow more peace from, growing yourself and being able to take those experiences and learn from them and grow from them, rather than making those things control you and dictate you. Even if you are losing peace, well, it's like whatever. I'll lose his peace because I know it'll make me better in the end. I know because we will always come back to this peace because, like you said, the problem is not that big. It's like whatever. So then, whatever should come back.
well, yeah,
Then,
I don't think anything should impede you, but I don't think it's right for things to happen just because you can get over it. It's like, no matter what you throw at me, I'm gonna bounce back from it. But I'd like to have as least of those as possible on the way, if at all, like, possible.
well, yeah, but I feel like that's kind of like a thing of reality. We just gotta deal with shit that's not your way or shit that you don't like because of whatever. Like, sure, I don't like niggas getting killed over no reason, but I can't do anything about it, so I just gotta.
Well, yeah, that's something you can't do anything about. But I can do something about the person I'm with. Like, I can take precautions to prevent myself from having to deal with that stressful stuff. Like, by example, finding someone who fits my values. Because if I do that, I don't have to grow up thinking one day some crazy shit's gonna go down. Like, even if niggas get in arguments or whatever, the worst thing I want to be prepared for is, like, divorce. Like, that I'm ready for. Because that's a logical way to fix an argument, if that's the only response. But I want to have to be dealing with lawsuits because some dumb bitch decided to crash my car into my fucking front of my house, drew all over my shit, dumped all my fucking Febreze. Then this person right here who isn't. Because you're over here being crazy and shit already. That means you're either only going to get crazier as you grow up, or you're going to meet someone or something's going to happen to you down the line that's going to help you realize that you have to either seek help or fix your shit. But with the person that meets my requirements, you're already not demonstrating acts of craziness, which means you're naturally not crazy. And I'm not saying, like, first time meeting someone, they're not being crazy, blah, blah, whatever. No, I mean, like, over a long time span, accumulatively, you'll determine whether someone's crazy or not. I don't like that word crazy, by the way. I wish there was a different word.
Cause I feel like nobody is definitely naturally crazy. I don't think that exists.
Yeah, but I feel like there are people who will react crazier to things than
And that's not even a natural thing either. That's just stuff they went through, and it's not even their fault.
No, they went through it, but it's natural because they went through it. It's like, we were talking about this earlier. Whatever happens to you as a kid, you can't avoid a lot of things that happen to you as a kid. So whatever you pick up, it's going to become the natural, because there's nothing else before that. So yes, they're going to be naturally responding to things in a much more aggressive or irregular way than the other said person. That person might still have problems, but they're better at managing that. In my eyes, they're better at managing it than the person who's clearly displaying it. That's just pure logic right there. But I'm still prepared for shit. All girls have some shit up their sleeve. All females. I'm just gonna find the one that's the most to the ground, like me. Someone who thinks not exactly like me, but in similar enough ways to where we get each other. That's it. I just want to lower my chances of having to deal with shit. I'm probably still gonna have to deal with it, but not as much as the average dude that decides to marry that crazy white bitch that goes to Starbucks every day. She might have more childhood problems than the person I chose. Maybe that's why my person isn't all as fucked up. It's purely survival. I feel like I think like an animal sometimes, but it's really all survival to me. I just want the person that's gonna be easiest for me to deal with and get along with, and eventually have.
But you know what they say: if it's easy to get or something like that,
No,
it's
not
not very
easy to
valuable.
Not easy to get.
Or easy to handle, easy to keep, then it's not really valuable because like nobody's going after that shit, or it's like fucking lame.
Yeah, I don't put value on people. I don't put value on anything. If anything, I prefer the person nobody's going after.
But then, so you want the crazy white bitch that nobody's going after?
No, because everyone loves crazy white bitches. That's what people go after. Literally.
Well, let's say they get so crazy and then everybody realizes, damn, nobody wants her, so now she's crazy and alone. You gonna go after her?
No, I'm still sticking with the one I originally went for.
Or what if she's a crazy?
She's not.
Or what if even if she doesn't do crazy things on the outside, like to other people, or destructive things to other people, she does destructive things to herself. That type of crazy.
I don't mean...
Like, she'll steal her own credit card and buy shit with her own money.
That doesn't even make sense.
But still.
No.
Instead of breaking your car, she breaks her own car because she's crazy and she feels like she's too little or too worthless to own such things. So, you know,
that's stuff you can pick up on and avoid. Because right now I know a couple people that match my fucking requirements. Like people who are pretty normal. None of my friends, of course. Definitely none of my friends. Because I'm friends with my friends because they have the same problems as me. Not the same. They have had similar problems as me. And similar amounts of problems as me. And like me, some of them are good at dealing with it. Like Owen. I think Owen's very good at dealing with his own and other people's problems. And he loves crazy bitches. So, that's what he wants, which is perfectly fine. My goal is to live the absolute least stressful life I possibly can. Like, literally. And I'll do whatever it takes to achieve that. As in
the lesser evil, the things that the fucked up shit they have to do, but it's for the benefit, whatever you were saying earlier.
Yep. It's for the benefit of somebody or everybody. It's not something that'll necessarily hurt other people.
Or if it hurts yourself, are you willing to make that self-sacrifice for the betterment of others?
If I know something's gonna hurt me, then I'm prepared for it. I'm pretty not susceptible. I'm pretty resistant.
It's like I was saying with the whole preparing yourself for whatever shit's about to happen because you know that you'll be good and you'll go from it. Even if it does hurt you, the point is it's for the betterment of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to help other people, you want to better them. But even if it does hurt you, like whatever, I'll make this self-sacrifice. Because because all I care about is the happiness and successfulness of my peers. And if I have to suffer for it, but I know I'll be good eventually, then it's like whatever.
And yeah, and you don't even have to think about it that way. Because really, everything humans do is for themselves. So it could be seen as like, I'm suffering now, but it's because of my little momentary suffering that I'm not going to have to suffer again in the future. That's how I see it, really. It's more of like, I'm helping you But because I'm helping you, I'm helping myself in the long run. Alright, get out. I'm going home.
Oh.
I'm tired.
Ah, god damn it.